We've got some people over here on TikTok. We've got people hopefully going to be joining us on YouTube. But what YouTube is about for me is it's a way that I can record my lives so that you guys can go back and watch them when we have tutorial nights. I go live 6 days a week. 2 nights are tutorials and 2 nights are chats. Friday afternoons, I sell jewelry. And then Tuesday nights and Friday nights, we sell the jewelry making components. So we do lots of different things here. So I do the chats and the tutorials live on YouTube and TikTok, do the bead sales only on TikTok, and I do the jewelry live on both TikTok and Facebook. So we do multiple things. We go live 6 days a week. It's always at 8 p.m. Central, Monday through Thursday. Friday afternoons, the time changes, so you need to check my schedule. And then I'm doing the beads at 7 p.m. Central, because if we get going longer, sometimes it gets a little bit out there for me. So we do them a little bit earlier so that we miss the weird hours. And then Saturdays, I go live between 10 and 2, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Saturdays. And I take Sundays off. So I am going to pull up also my backup account on TikTok so I can see the TikTok comments. And Joya says, hello, YouTubers. So once we get to 10 likes, or too many Christmases, I cannot talk. Once we get to 10 shares and 10,000 likes on TikTok, we will be giving away jewelry tonight. I still haven't made bead soup. Hi, Chris. How are you? All right. I got to switch my profile and bring up my backup account. And I cannot see the number of shares on this one. So let me see if once I go live here, can I see the number of shares? Are they hiding the number of shares again? Nope, I can see them on my other one. So I can see them. Woohoo! We have 6 shares so far, and we are working at our likes. So what we're going to be doing tonight is another type of the wire wrap bracelet. The last one we did, not last week, but the week before. Oh, it's been a good day. I got to pick up my new car. So it's a good day. I was going to say, we did it where it was like a bead soup, where we did it all in different beige colors. And I don't know that I have it close by. Hi, Rose. And so tonight I picked out red, white, and blue. And my goal tonight is for us to make a bracelet that is like half red, half white, half blue, and just keep repeating that pattern with this. This is your memory wire. It comes in different sizes and diameter, and it also comes in different sizes of the thickness of our, like the gauge of this. I believe this one is a 0.8 millimeter, whereas this one is a 0.6. This is actually called platinum, and this one is called silver. I would think this would be platinum and this would be silver, but I always have it backwards. Platinum, and this is silver. Hi, Ruby. So this is what you'll be using to do it. It reminds me of, you know, a slinky is what memory wire is like. Thank you, Michelle, for the follow. You will need a few tools. One of the tools that you'll need is a memory wire cutter. So it isn't your normal flush cutter or that type of thing. You can, if you have a wire cutter in your house, you could use that. If my husband's wire cutters are all gunked up, so I don't use his. I've had these for years, like before I even met him. So these have lasted very many years. We've been together almost 17 years, so these are older than 17 years. But you want these because if you use a flat or your flush cutters that you would cut like wire or anything like that when you're making stuff, your head pins, that type of thing, you will nick them or they will break. I do not, when I ordered the memory cutter or the memory wire cutters, they came in and they were miniature sized. And I'm keeping my eyes open to see if I can buy them in this size, but I haven't been able to find any yet. Just to let y'all know. So yes, so I don't have these available. I'm looking, just not finding. Joya, I love your comment. So those of you over on YouTube here, her comment was she just bought some because she did have wire cutters, but they were her ex's and it just felt gross. Totally get it. So the other tool that I use is the bail pliers. And I use the smallest one on this one. Last time we went to make them, it was the first time using it. And I actually liked it. It made the circle so much better. Then you can use your own round nose pliers to do it. But I didn't really care. I've used those for years, but they don't turn out as round as using this. So I like this. It is a personal preference because this is not a small loop here. I'm just going to let both of you see here on social medias. So it's not going to be small. And someone else, I was watching their videos because I watch everybody here on YouTube and I watch TikToks and people talk about different things. Some people don't like the size hole that this one makes at the end. So it's a preference which tool you use. So those are the two tools that you will need to do this. And so you just need the memory wire, you'll need your beads that you want to put on there, and then two tools. That's it for making this. If you don't like the round part that I'm going to show you here, at the end of your bracelet, you can purchase little memory wire ends and they glue onto it. So you put a little glue in there and you glue it on and it holds it in place. Personal preference, I've never used them because I just didn't know if it would hold. But that is what you can do there. You can put charms on them if you want. You know, put a little split ring on there and you can put a charm in the middle if you would like. Hi, Christine. Whatever you choose to do and make it is how you make it. I am going to do tonight with a pattern where we are, a half, a half, half, a half type is the pattern. Are you happy? And so that is what we're going to do here tonight with this. Then I was going to say, we will have on Saturday a different one. And that one, I haven't decided exactly what I want to do. I might have a couple of things I want to do there, but I want to do different patterns that you can do. And what I was really thinking that I want to do is where you have a repeating pattern all the way around to where your patterns line up. So that is what I'm leaning towards doing on Saturday. So 2 weeks ago, we did one with bead soup and mixing all the different kinds of beads together. Tonight is going to be doing half and half and half. And you can do it with more than 3 colors. You know, I've seen them where they do 4. I'm choosing 3 because I was like, it's getting to be where we're headed towards Memorial Day. We're headed towards the 4th of July. And if you are someone that makes things to sell, you want to start making those items now so that, you know, at the end of June, you're not like madhouse trying to put it together. So that's why I want you to think about, let's see what you can do for the May, for Memorial Day, and also for the 4th of July, and get that red, white, and blue out there. So that's why I chose these 3 colors today. All right. I am going to now point the cameras down on the phones here, which means I will not be able to see any of the comments that are being said on YouTube here. I'm just sorry. I won't be able to see them when it's pointing down. I will be able to see them on TikTok because I have my backup account, so I can see them there. And it's also so that I can make sure we're keeping track. We've got over our 11 shares, so we got that part of the goal met. And we are working, we're at 3.3K on our likes. When we get to 10K, we will play a game. I'll flip us back up so I can see that while we're doing it. And I will give away free jewelry when we do our game. So I'm going to go down to the bead mat. And there you guys go. You should all be able to see the bead mat now. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. This one I will tell you is, this one is 2 1/4 inches in the inner diameter. And you can get bracelets in different sizes. This is just the size that I use right now, that I use on all of my bracelets. So we're going to use that one, and I'm going to spill out some red, white, and blue beads here. Put those off camera here and get my blue. You can cut off as many of the loops as you want. When I do these, I tend to do at least 3 and sometimes up to 5. It just all depends on how big it's getting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll cut it off like here. And I just use the cutters and cut it off. All right. Now we're going to take this end, and I want to put my loop up on the top side. So I'm going to grab these pliers. Got to flip it over so it's the right way. Nope, wrong way, this way. I have to stop and think about it as I'm doing it. Hold this in there. So you see how I've got my wire, and I'm going to go around this one. And I'm going to go on the top side. So I just bend it. Eesh. Around. There we go. I'm not liking the way my loopy is, so I'm cutting that one off. He is not looking the best. And I have a little bit extra just in case I needed that. Whew. I'm thinking too hard on this. There we go. I just looping it around, and you're getting that so that it touches right there. You see how that piece is touching? And that's what we want. I want to make sure it's right on there and not going over. And some people have talked about that they do theirs sideways so that instead of being on top, it'll be off to the side. It is literally however you want to put that loop on there. But that loop stops it from the beads from falling off. And now we are going to unkinkle because he got over here. This is what happens with memory wire, and you just don't get upset with it. You just give it peace and time to be correct. There we go. He decided to loop through himself. There we go. Whoops, we still got one that is intermixed with it, and it shouldn't be that way. There. There we go. Now they're all separated. Just take your time with it. So what size beads I'm using is the question that's being asked. I am using 6mm size beads tonight. You can use 4, 6, and a little bit of 8. I would not go with a lot of 8 and I would not go with 10 or 12 millimeters. The reason being is that when you put all the weight of glass beads or even some of the gemstone beads that are heavier in the larger sizes, they will distort the circle and it'll start just not being a great circle anymore, and it'll be just wobbly. So I would suggest to only use 4, 6, and 8. And I don't even use 8 throughout the whole thing. I use 8 as an accent. So we're going to string some of the red on. No, these are not plastic beads. These are glass beads. I don't use, hi Jade, I do not use very many acrylic beads. All right, that looks about half. So I'm going to push this all the way around. Oh, you're welcome. You guys can ask questions as we're going here. Go over there. There we go. So if you look, I'm up here. I pushed it all the way up. I am not quite halfway. I would say I'm 1 bead short of halfway. You got a goose? Is that what you ended up getting, Miss Jade? Or did you get all, those were all your surprises? Holy buckets. So you got, because the silkies and battens are chickens, then the ducks, and what else was that? A guinea fowl? What's a guinea fowl? And then your goose. Okay, we have wild geese around where I work at, and when you go out walking, you have to be careful because they sneak at you. All right. So now do you see here where it looks like it is half and half? And that's the look that we want. And so now I'm going to finish up the one circle around with some white. And so you're really truly going to put on the beads, and then you do have to spin around each color. I don't count them. I just look at them. Hi, Kat. How are you? A couple more. I think will get us half. I'm doing good. It is Wednesday. That means we're halfway through the work week. And today was my Monday because I had part of the week off. All right. Do you see how we are half red, half white? And that's the look I'm going for. And now we're going to string on the blue. Okay, Steph, that I just have to tell YouTube about that because that was a good one. So Steph, her first comment, when I said I don't count them, I just look at them to make sure that they're half and half. She wrote in there, I'm way too old for that. I have to count. And then she came back. It was supposed to say OCD. So she's way too OCD, not old. Sorry. That was the way that came out, just gave me the chuckles. And with Jade's animals, she now can play Duck, Duck, Goose. Because her husband brought her home surprise animals, and one of them was a goose. There's our hole. Oh. And look at that. Hold on, I gotta move this just a little bit. So there it is. So we have red, white, and half blue. And look at where it lands up at. I'm going to take one off so that it will be even. I've never done it sideways. I've just heard of people doing it sideways. So I have never tried it, Joya. I have done it where I did it under and over. And under bugged the bejeebies out of me. Okay, should we do stuffs and count? There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 5. So I'll put 15 red on. I counted. And it's because when you wear it and you put the loop towards the bottom, it would bite into my skin. That is the reason why I don't do it that way. 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, got my little pile here. I don't know. Someone else was talking about them doing it sideways, and I have never tried it. Maybe we'll have a little bit left over at the end of this bracelet, and we can see about doing it and just see how easy it is. Hey! Okay, they have new daily rankings now. And I was going to say, did it look like for a second, but I wouldn't be making the daily rankings because I don't have any. You do it sideways, Sour Rose. Is it easy? Yeah, our reds line up. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 on the white. Maybe they'll all be 15. Woohoo! There's 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I was going to say, when you go live, you need to show us. All right, Kat, you have a great night. It's good to have you drop in. It's night for me, so that's why I'll say night. All right. I'm going to put, let's count, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 10. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Only 13 of the blue. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. Thanks, Rose, for the donut. I think the donut gifts, or the donut gift is cute because I love donuts. My husband makes fun of me because he thinks donuts are not breakfast food. And I would love to have donuts like every day. He thinks, he's like, you should have been a cop. I'm like, yeah, right. And so, but he thinks breakfast should be like ham steak, hash browns, or breakfast potatoes, pancakes, toast, eggs. And I tell him, that's too much breakfast. So that is the breakfast conversations at our house. Yeah. He just doesn't like donuts at all, and I'll eat them all day long. Okay. So here is what it looks like after 2 of the patterns. So you will get the red, white, and blue that way. Or if you turn it this way, you get the red, white, or blue. Now you understand why I was doing that. You know, you'll get it no matter which way you have it. So you can have it where it's like that, wherever you put it on. I'm going to do one more round of the pattern. Yeah, not for him. I'm like, and there's 15. I think it's turning out pretty cool. And that's why I wanted to show you this, is different ways to make patterns using the memory wire. Because we've done a lot of the bead soup type ones. But I wanted to show you what else you can do. I have made other memory wire ones where I've used gemstones. And I'll explain that one here in just a second. I'm going to move these down. Okay, so when you use gemstone, see, they make themselves go over each other, and that is okay. You just have to spend the time getting them moved out. So when you do gemstones, sometimes you can just do them in solid gemstones, or where you're going to have a color change or whatever, wherever you want to do it, you can do it half of one gemstone, half of another, or all the way around and change out your gemstone. So like where you start at the loop here, you could then go all the way with one type of gemstone back to here, and then use what you used here, you know, so you can do loops like that. You can do so many different things with this type of a pattern. He doesn't eat them. I get to eat them all. So whenever we go out and get donuts, I get the ones I want. So yep, I don't have to worry about him eating my donuts. But we don't have kids anymore at home. So then if we get a whole bunch, then I end up eating them all. So when we go get donuts, I only get what I will eat in like a 2-day period. So what I think you're trying to say is, will it stay in a pattern if you have a larger wrist? Is that what you're trying to say when you say fluffy wrist or fluffy? Because what you do is there is different sizes of the memory wire. Go and do a 2.5 inch instead of the 2 1/4. And then your pattern will stay really well. If, you know, and stay in this type of a pattern. Does that make sense? There are different sizes of the diameter, and you just can change out your size by having the different diameter in there. I don't remember all the sizes. There's, whoops, 2, 4, that would be 5. There's 10, 13. Okay, I grabbed my number now. So we can make sure we have the right number. You just have to find what will fit your wrist. I sell them. So I buy them sparkling stone from wholesale, and then I sell them on Tuesdays and Friday nights. So Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Last night we had a bead sale, and then this coming Friday at 7 p.m. and this is central time for both of them. I do sales. I would probably go then with at least a 2.5 Joya. All right. So there, see, so you can have it be that's like that. You're welcome. Or, you know, so you can see we've got the different colors depending on where you're going to wear it at as to what you see. So now is the hardest part of this entire bracelet. I'm going to cut off a big chunk of this so that it's out of my way. So I don't have it in my way. Our big thing is we want to get this wrapped around and not have all this extra here. And knowing how much that is not the easiest way to do it. And that is because we're using this new tool. I'm trying to figure it out. So I am hoping, I think about right here. So I want to cut some more of this off. But I found somebody that said you just keep wrapping it if it's long. No, I sell jewelry, beads. What are you looking for? Haha. I just kept wrapping it around, and I'm going to cut off this little end here. We sell all kinds of jewelry making components. I don't want to cut that. There we go. I think I got it. Ha! And now I'm going to get my tool, another tool here. I sell on TikTok only. I'll explain it here in just a second as soon as I'm going to flatten this little pokey part. Haha, that worked. Ta-da! So here it is. Let me try it on my wrist. Let me take this one off. I'll explain how we do it. Well, that didn't line up but hey. I get what you're saying, Miss Joya, because it went a little wonkadoodle on mine. We just have to change it a little bit, but we'll get there. I'm going to redo it, not probably on the live because we only have a few minutes here. But if we went a little bit further than half, we would get it. But you guys get what I'm doing here. I like it. So if we went 3/4, we hit our goal. So, I'm going to explain something here and then we'll go to do our goal here. So I can answer Sparkling Stone. So what it is, Sparkling Stone, is that how I do my bead sales. You were patient. You guys are. So I'm just going to grab one here from last night because they're sitting right here. So this is a 12 millimeter size black pearl. Not black pearl, black glass pearl strand. So this is the strand. They're $4.25 a strand. And what I would say is this is number, whatever the number is, I'll explain that it is black glass pearl round 12 millimeters. And there is approximately, I've got the bead one, so hold on. 68 beads per strand. And they're $4.25 a strand, and I have 7 strands available. And the way it goes is, yep, I do them all live. And then what I do is everybody will put down what they would like to purchase in the comments until we sell out. I always do it on a live because I stink at taking pictures of beads. And our lives to do them will be Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. and Friday nights at 7 p.m. And how, yep, Joya gave you an example there. And then what happens is that when we go from the first comment down until I sell out, I don't do the website. I actually am doing very, very well doing it this way. My website is my jewelry. But only the bead sales are only on TikTok. and we do it by claims. And then on Sunday nights, I send out an email of every single thing that you've claimed through the week. My website is CarolJo's.com. You can get to it by going to the CJS logo at the top, CJS logo at the bottom. You get to my bio. In my bio, there is a Linktree hyperlink. You tap on that. The second link in there, the second item in there is the website. And that has my jewelry on it that I create. Well, let's see. They're the same. If I hold them up together and I can hold my body still, they are the same. Are you talking the loops there or these loops? So I want to redo this one and make them 3/4 and see if we get to better. Because I've done them half and half and I've never had it do that like that before. So we're going to redo it. Hopefully we have time. Let's do our giveaway. So I'm going to do a number. Oh, yes, there we go. Oh, I just get anal about it. That's okay. Thanks, Kim, for the follow. So go to comments and comment a number between 1 and 50. And it can be both on YouTube and on here on TikTok. All right, I've got the number. And so go ahead and start putting numbers in. And I'm just going to watch both of you while I grab my bin to see which side gets it first. That's a set. I don't want to break up my sets. Ooh, I'll do this necklace. And we have a winner. Hey, I have 3 of these necklaces. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm trying to untangle it, and then I'll tell you who won. There was 2 people who guessed. I'm going to go with the first person since this is the first giveaway of the night. Wow. Okay, here we go. And the winner is She Lifts. And Jade, you were second. So She Lifts is going to, it was 41 was the number. And She Lifts has got it. You got second. All right. This is the necklace that I'm going to do tonight. It is the yellow metal. So it's got the, I don't want to. Sorry, we're not doing a live with someone else tonight. So we've got that one. It's a design in like the glass here. That's the metal setting. So there you are. Let me write that down so I do not forget who won. Hi, Zuli. How are you tonight? I don't think Twilight Zone, but now I'm going to. Oh, Joya. You're going to crack me up. I'm doing good. Doing good. All right. First, before we redo that one, I want to try doing with Sour Rose. Okay. So do you go around to the outside, inside? What do you do? When you do yours. I want to try doing the side one and seeing what it turns out like. Well, no, mine went down to the bottom and I don't want it on the bottom. So how do you do it? Away from the bracelet ring. Okay, let me retry this. We're trying Sour Roses. Okay. it. It's sideways. No, it's not. It's on the top. But when I look at it this way, no, it is, because it's not on top. Because when I look at it this way, here we go. Is this what you're talking about? So it lines up that way. Now that I look at it this way, it is sideways. I did it! Hi, Carla. I am doing good. How about you tonight? Oh my, I did it. Okay, now we're going to try that. I'm going to cut off 6 links again. And we're going to try this again with a little bit more in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm going to try that because, you know, this would be if I wanted it just to be a 1-strander and I could put it on. Okay. I'm going to cut off an end. There we go. And this one, I'm going to turn away from there. So let's go this way. I love how we can all try something new. I'm doing it sideways here. So there's my pizza, and I'm just going that way. Did you see that? See how it goes up against there? I will use this piece, and I'm going to do it for both. Okay. Someone's trying to join. And I'm like, I'm not doing that right now. Okay, so I'm taking my tool sideways or straight up and down. And then this is in there. And if you turn it, well, straight up and down, it's going to the side. See how I'm straight? I didn't get it straight, but like there we go. Decline. I don't know how to make it so people don't invite themselves to go live. So do you see there where I've made that all the way around just sideways here? I'm going to cut that off and I'll do it again. Yep, the loop is facing out. I'll do one on TikTok and then I'll go over to YouTube here. Straight up and down. See, I don't have it coming through the end here. It's lined up straight. And I'm just going away from me straight around and turning that tool. And then that's what it turns out to be. And see, it's sideways. I'll have to look for that. I'm going to cut this off again. I'm going to show you over here on YouTube. So I've got that in here. I want to go around this one. It's flush up against there. And I just start turning it around. I do have to reposition my tool to make the complete circle. And then it's sideways. See, there it is. But it's sideways. Ah! I'm going to try. I've got this one sideways. Now I got to find my other end. And instead of 15, hold on. He wrapped himself around each other. Just like slinkies do when you just got to take the time to unravel it. So it's slinky-like again. I don't know who the person is. There's 5. There's 10. And they say they're my friend, but I don't know who it is. I'm going to try 18 and see if that's enough to make it. instead of just 15. I'm not pointing down because I'm just like looping or putting my beads on here. I can bring it up here. I'm using glass beads. Hi, Sonia. Nope, it wasn't you. All right, so we'll bring 3 white and we'll take these white off. It was, I don't know who the person was. Their name was not somebody's name I know. So I'm going to try this with 18 and see if it works better. And I'll do 18 of each color because our blue was not 18. So we'll see if that helps. Or yeah, 18. See, and I was the kid that, so now we're crossing over when it's not being worn. So hopefully while it's being worn, it will line up. I don't want to snap myself. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 blue. I was the kid that had the patience to undo a slinky. But I did not have patience for the Rubik's Cube. I just would be like, let me slap the stickers off, take the stickers off and slap them where I wanted them. I could have patience for untying knots. I could have patience for taking necklaces that were all tangled together and getting them untangled. I could have patience for the slinky, not the Rubik's Cube. Oh, my husband is the impatient person of our relationship. It takes a lot for me to get impatient. Every once in a while it comes out, but not as bad as it is with my husband. And he also thinks that at every red light, the person next to him wants to race, no matter who it is. It could be a granny, and he's thinking she's going to want to race me. Like, no. All right, we got some of the overage, so hopefully this will look. But I'm also the person that at the red light, I want to be the first person off the red light. I want my reaction time to be better than the person next to me. See, the Rubik's Cube was the one that I would always take off. Don't know why, but that's what I would do as a kid. And then my parents were like, well, now it's not any good. It's not going to work anymore. Well, then you just take the stickers off again. And after a while, the stickers don't work. But my whole entire thing is I'm going to beat you off the light and get to the speed limit, and then I go the speed limit. I do not race you. I just want to go to see how fast it is until I can get to the speed limit. And as we know, TikTok told us yesterday, we stay within the speed limits. Oh, color them. I never thought of that. Alrighty. We're getting there. Now we're going to do the white. And we're going to add 3 to this one. It will allow you to, it will also keep you in the center of the lane. It will beep at you if you go out and hug the center line for too long. It will, both the one I have now and my new one, because I still have the old one. They haven't picked up the old one yet. It will tell you that. It will, when you have the cruise on, it will tell you, it'll slow you down when there are people in front of you. But you have to have your hands on the steering wheel. So yes, there's lots of safety devices and lots of cameras all the way around the whole thing. So you can see everything. So when you're backing up or you're going, you can see what's beside you. You can like turn the cameras on for when you go to park. Which I need because it doesn't drive. What happens is that you put it in certain modes and it keeps you in between the lines. And if you turn on the cruise control while it's there, it will slow you down when people in front of you are going slower. But you do have to keep your hands on the steering wheel. And it will park itself too. It does have that. It also has, you guys can laugh at my vehicle. It has the ability to back up to, it has the ability to put the trailer on the hook thingy. I don't drive with a trailer, but you know what I'm talking about. The hitch. It will guide you to put it on the hitch. All right. We do not have anybody right now on TikTok, or not TikTok, on YouTube. So it'll be a TikTok only since we got to our goal. So you guys do hashtag FYP. Yes, it does park itself. It parallel parks. Yes, it will. Alexa, can I have a number between 25 and 40, please? And do. Okay, 30. The 30th person who comments hashtag FYP will win a free piece of jewelry tonight. So 30. So yes, it will park itself too. Oh, I have the jewelry right here. It's sitting beside me. Oh, I got a bracelet. All right, we're getting there. So by the time I get there, yeah, we should be there. Backing it up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. This time it's not second place, Jade. You were 30 and you won. And I got to go back here just a quick second because someone was saying hi while we were doing our hashtags. And I want to say hi back, but I didn't catch the name. So hold on. And I'll show you the bracelet, Miss Jade, in just a second. Kathy, hello. I didn't want you to think I missed you. I saw it there, but I just didn't get it. All right, Miss Jade, you are getting this bracelet here. There you are. That is what Jade gets for being the 30th commenter. I got to write her name on the ticket so I know she was our winner. There we go. Congratulations. Those are your light colors. There we go. All right, I'm going to keep making here. I've got my blue for the second time around. I'll get this in there. Okay, yes, Alexa's still playing our classical music. So when we go live, just to let everybody who is new, when we go live on 2 devices, I have to play classical music because of copyright infringements on YouTube and on Facebook. They don't allow copyrighted music to be played on them. So we just listen to classical music on those nights. On the nights that we are on TikTok only, then we get to have different music. So it comes down to what is acceptable. The other thing that's acceptable is like, I forget the letters. One of my kids listens to it, but it's like music that I can't handle. And it starts with an E. Can somebody help me out? So there we go, where we have the 3. I'm going to do it one more time. So we're going to do the red next. Okay. EDM, thank you. I just can't handle that music, so I'm sorry. It's that or this. Thank you, Vicky, for knowing what I was going to say, what I was trying to say. So my question is, does anybody else, do you like it or dislike it? Ooh. I don't know. I have to look. So there's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, I do. So I'm not putting pictures of my new vehicle up yet because I would have had to have driven 500 miles to go pick it up because of the dealership I dealt with. But if I had them not clean it up and come from one dealership to here, then I got it delivered and I didn't have to drive 500 miles. So it's going to hopefully go to a dealership to get detailed because it's got stickers all over it right now. So as soon as all the stickers and stuff come off, I'll take pictures of it. Hi, Mia. How are you doing? So then I can show you guys what it is. All right, we're doing 18 again of the white. And then we'll do 18 of the blue, and then we will close it off with that side one that Sour Rose taught us tonight. That's good to hear. All right. So here we are. Just have one more set of blue to go. So let me take these off. And there we go. Put these on. Oh yeah, we sure can. And I am still in the process of trying to find if there's a cheaper shipping option. But yes, we can talk about postage and different things because each one of us does use different things. And what I mean by different things is some of us use different apps. And different apps will give you different discounts. Alrighty, look at this. By changing that out, I just have a little bit left. But I know I'm not going to need all of it, but I don't need to take much off. I'm just going to cut off just a little bit. All right. Once again, our tool, make it straight sideways here. Whoop, there. And let's go around away from us. It'll be towards you guys watching. Reposition the tool. Let's stay straight. I'm going to have to map this one around multiple times, and I'm going to have to cut one of them off, or two of them, because that, whoa, when I held it, he came. Hey, it doesn't look so bad either being multiples, but I do want to cut off this one because he's sticking out. There. Huh. I wanted to cut a little bit off, but I didn't want it to go flying into my eyes. I'm going to smush this together. Even wrapping it multiple times, squishing it together looks all right. I like this technique. So, Vicki, thank you. All right. So here is what it looks like. Here's what it looks like multiple times. Let me see if I can get it to go sideways. Do you see where it's looped around there twice? But it's not big and bulky. I like that. So when you have that issue, oh, yay. I like it better. There we go. I like it better with 18 on there. What do you guys think? Thank you, Chrissy. I like it better with 18. It's not exactly across from each other, but it's a lot better than it was before. So that would be the 4th of July, because we got to start thinking about the summer months and creating jewelry if you sell it for the summer months. Like that. So that, I like that. And thank you. Thank you. I don't even know. Sour Rose, are you still on? As I say, Vicki, thank you for teaching how to do that sideways. So my question to you, do you do it multiple times then when you're doing that? Or do you just do it once? What do you do? I like it. Just the once. Okay, because there's what it looks like once. And here's what it looks like twice. So when you look at it, you have to really look at it to see the twice. So when you're trying to end it and you're trying to guess how much, that turned out cool. I love it. Thank you for sharing that idea and for letting me try it here tonight. Now I'm going to put my own bracelet on. So you know what? I'm wondering, here, go that way. I know we talked about using a different size for the diameter. Yeah, maybe not. You might just have to just do more of it and do it that way. I just loved how those two techniques put together. Yay! I love it. So I was talking to someone about something that happened to us today, and she was trying to enter something in the computer, and it wasn't working, and then all of a sudden it worked, and she goes, I love it when a plan comes together. I was thinking that sentiment here with this tonight. I love it when the plan came together, but when I hear that line, I think of the A-Team. I don't know how many of you have watched the A-Team from the 80s, but that line, I just said to her, I go, that's the A-Team, and she goes, yep. So I just had to say that because I thought that was hilarious. But that is the bracelet that we're doing tonight. We will do a different style of memory wire on Saturday at 11 a.m. As long as everything goes good, I do have release weekend for my job. So that means at certain times of the day, I have to send out emails on Friday and Saturday. So the times that I have planned are, if everything goes right with work, we will be meeting at those times. If there are things that just go sideways at work, I may have to just grab and go live, or just create a video telling you exactly what time I'm going to be. But my plan is 3 o'clock Friday jewelry, 7 o'clock beads, 11 o'clock tutorial for another memory wire bracelet. Tomorrow night, we will have chat night. We already have a request to talk about postage. Sorry, I have the hiccups all of a sudden. Sorry. So whatever other questions you guys might have, bring them to tomorrow night and we will talk while we're working and doing stuff. So that will be tomorrow night. I will be on, yep, I'm going to do, we're going to switch it up, and we're going to do beads twice a week now. I just have found that on the Friday night, everybody loves having the beads, and the jewelry sales just go better in the afternoon. So we will do the bead sales on Friday nights now. We're not going to go back and forth. Yes, we will also talk about my trip and all the fun things we did and the scary things that I did. Scary meaning being in a car in heights. It really wasn't scary. It was just me. So we will talk about the trip tomorrow. Yep, and we will talk postage, but we'll do postage first because Rose really has questions around that, and getting her going, because she is getting going with her business and she had some phenomenal lives. And so we want to make sure we're addressing everything that she needs. And thank you, Mama Bear MS, for following me. So that is, we didn't, I don't think we had any wooden bridges. We had a lot of other bridges though. And we had 1-lane bridges too. So you had to wait for the other side to make sure you could go. Very interesting car ride. And it's only because of me. It wasn't bad. Other people do it. It's just me. But we'll talk about those tomorrow. So 8 p.m., we'll have chat time, postage, trip, and whatever else you guys want to talk about. We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody. You all have a great night. Bye.